right, another episode of State of the Frogs with Mark Campbell, presented by Richard's Rainwater. And normally, Coach, I am a little bit more clean cut, so I apologize for that. But I do have this for the two hockey teams, our men and women, the playoff beard. So I figured I'd keep it around for Sunday to see you guys bring home another title. So
I absolutely love that. To get it done, we're going to have to be tough and gritty, and we're going to have to grind it out. So maybe I need to grow mine out.
I don't know. Do whatever you're doing, do it. Just keep doing that because it's working. But first off, those hockey games, huh? Those are big time.
Insane. Elite, special, fun, amazing.
And if you're an athlete, I think 8 of the 12 golds that we had were won by women. Wow. So for these girls, and I asked a couple of the beach volleyball girls, the inspiration that the Olympics brings, and I'm sure it's the same way with your guys, the stories that are told and, all that. So I'm sure that's pretty important for your kids too.
All of it. Those are little ways to use as inspiration and motivation. I love being a storyteller over the course of the season and finding ways to help inspire our group. And, February for us is the dog days of our season. And March is the pinnacle. It's the fun part. So, we're closing up shop. We got one more big-time game in February. Well, technically it's March 1st. So, we've done pretty well in February. If you look back in hindsight, we've crushed February.
Well, speaking of February and ending, you add another trophy to this case, back-to-back champions. Congratulations on that. And I know that, we'll talk Baylor later, but, take us back to that 83-70 win over Cincinnati.
Man, it was a closeout game, right? Our program, everyone was fully aware that a win would clinch another league championship, at least a share of a league championship, and to go back to back is just incredible with two different teams. Like last year's group was last year's group and had their identity and their leadership and what made that group work. And you bring in 10 new players, you hit the reset button. And now this group, for them to go through that 18-month grind or 18-game grind, 3-month journey, and at the end of the day to be able to win another league title is just incredible. It's so hard to do. There's only 4 league champions in the country, at the Power 4 level, the ACC, the SC, Big 10, Big 12. At the end of the day, when the dust settles, there's only 4 winners, and we're one of them.
Right, and in that game, you talk about three-headed monsters all the time. So you got Olivia and Marta and Dono scoring 63 together. But Marta with 32 points and 26 of them in the second half. Just the performance of those 3, but Marta closing out that game big time.
She has been hooping down the home stretch. This whole month of February, Marta's played elite basketball. But last night, her will to win, she did it at Iowa State in the second half. In that game, her spirit, her energy, her offensive rebounds, her putbacks, she willed us to a win in that Iowa State game. And then came out, and our team was just slow in that first half. We just didn't have the juice. And credit our team. They flipped a switch in the second half. We ended up hanging 60 in the second half. I think we had 35 in the third quarter. Marta scored 26. But you're just seeing her full game on display. Her ability to score around the basket. She's shooting the heck out of it right now. She's making great decisions. 26 and a half, that was crazy. On the road in a game with the league title hanging in the balance, what a performance.
Well, it was great. You mentioned the 35 points you had in the third quarter, and Iowa State, you had 31 in the fourth quarter. I know you guys were down 6 at the half, but kind of what was that halftime like? Because, then you scored 13 right off the bat, right?
The halftime talk, this one was pretty simple. This was game 30 for our group, and we've been in the trenches grinding all year, and you know each other, and you know what makes them tick, and this is just one of those ones. You didn't need a big talk. This was, listen, you guys, if we want to, win a league title, you got to wake up and go out there and hoop and play. And this group, though, they're old, and they get what's at stake, and they know one, the league title is very important to them. They also know we're competing for hosting and being a top 16 seed. And we also know, Fort Worth is one of the Sweet 16 sites. So there's just so much at stake. And it was one of those halftime talks that at the end of the day, we had great shots in the first half, but we just didn't have the juice. We didn't have the energy, and just told the team, we got to wake up and let's go. And they came out, and holy smokes, can we do that to start the game?
Well, it was, I think Dono had 16 as well. Olivia was really close to another. Her 6 triple was close there. But yeah. Kennedy, 24 minutes, 9 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks. I mean, that kid, we're going to have her here after the break. But, man, unbelievable.
The last 2 games, Kennedy's been great all season, but I mean, we don't win the last 2 games without Kennedy Basham, period. The Iowa State game, she was phenomenal going against Audie Crooks and impacted the game defensively on the glass, and just with her ability to protect the rim, and she did it again. Cincinnati was a physical game. It got chippy in the second half, and man, what a tremendous job that she did. And just her and Silva are such a great duo. Their games are so different. The way they impact and help the team win are so different. They just complement each other. And so the luxury is that you have 2 great kids that are all in and are willing to do whatever it takes to win. And the last 2 games have been Basham's moment. She has delivered, and we needed her.
Yeah, and I think, though, mentioning them, but last time you were in Cincinnati was the Underfrogs, where you got the win there. So there was some significance there as well, too. Does that come into play? The last time here we're at Cincinnati, yeah, we won this.
That was Madison Connor went like bazooka mode. I don't even know. She scored 30+ and hit a bunch of threes. That was her first game back after her injury, and she had her knee brace on. And what's one of the things that's unique about the Big 12, because you don't play every team twice. So it had been 2 years since we had played at Cincinnati. And so that just the journey of the Big 12 season, that happens. And so when you get to go to these venues, they all have special memories, and you don't get a chance to play at their place every single year. And so you want to take advantage of that moment. We have so many new players. This was their first time getting to go there and play there. And obviously Oscar Robertson played there. And so it's a neat venue with a lot of history. And so they were excited. It just needed a half to wake up, though.
Right. Well, you guys are 26-4, 14-3. Share of the title for now, and you wrapped up the number 1 seed. How does all that play out with the share of the title? And we'll talk Baylor later, but you guys want the title, but you got the number 1 seed, and that I'm sure that's pretty big.
Well, that's huge. That's just a great relief to have that. I mean, the parity in our league, first of all, Kansas City is going to be wild. It's a razor-thin margin between a big group of teams that are going to be battling for a tournament championship, but playing Baylor on Sunday, throw out the record, throw out the seed. I mean, that's just 2 big-time programs, 2 big-time teams in a rival game competing against each other on ESPN with College Gameday in town. I mean, the stakes are high, and so obviously we don't want to share the league title, and our kids are going to be excited every time there's a big game. Honestly, it's like they live for it. They love it. And so I know today was a day of rest. Kids did their rehab, had an off day, do their schoolwork. And then tomorrow we'll dive into the Scout. Saturday we'll hit the Scout, and then we'll go compete on Sunday.
Awesome. So we're about to talk to Kennedy Basham on the other side of this break. Then we'll talk about game day and everything here afterward from our friends at Richard's Rainwater.
So rainwater, why is it the best? Well, it comes from heaven, the sky. It literally never touches the ground. We catch it before it hits the ground. And as soon as rainwater hits the ground, it becomes groundwater. That's what all the other water is that you buy at the store or is coming out of your tap at your house. It's groundwater. And the moment water is in the ground, it starts to absorb everything, good and bad, salts, minerals, chemicals. Rainwater avoids all that, so we tank it before it touches the ground. Cleaning it is just a breeze because it has no sediment or no impurities in it. It is absolutely the cleanest, purest water you can drink. The most naturally sweet, sustainable source of pure water, fresh water on earth.
Thanks to our friends at Richard's Rainwater for bringing this show to us, State of the Frogs with Mark Campbell. We're joined by Senior Center Kennedy Basham. Thanks for joining us today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Nice. So we'll talk basketball. That's the reason we're here, but we want to get to know you a little bit, of course. You grew up in Phoenix.
Yes.
Phoenix proper, Scottsdale. Like,
Phoenix.
What was it like? What was it like growing up in Phoenix? Pretty hot?
I love it. Very hot. Every single day. There's no winter time there. It gets a little cold, but it's hot majority of the time.
Yeah, so with Phoenix, in your family, I think you're one of 5?
Yeah, the youngest of 5.
Okay, the youngest of 5. Can you name them all?
Yeah. So the oldest is Michael, Kylie, Cody, Carson, me.
All right. Being the youngest,
Yep.
like, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Do you get everything?
I think it's a good thing because they all say that I'm spoiled and I'm the youngest, but I'm the favorite, You know how it goes being the youngest.
I do. Obviously you're an incredible elite athlete. Are there athletes, other athletes?
My brother that's closest in age to me, he's not even 2 years older than me. He plays overseas. So he played in college. And then the other 3 aren't very athletic.
No,
I mean, they're not
really.
like not athletic, but they don't play basketball or anything.
So where do you get your height? Mom tall, dad tall?
Mom's pretty tall. Mom's 5'10", but dad's like 6'11", 6'10". So I get it from my dad's side.
Well, there you go. I love it. Were there any advantages? I mean, we know, like, sports-wise, there's advantage to being a tall player like yourself, athlete.
Yeah.
But, like, growing up being the tall one, advantages, disadvantages?
There's some disadvantages being tall when you're that young, but you grow to love it. So.
Nice. Okay, so high school, Pinnacle first, PHH prep.
Yep.
I guess it was. So what was high school life for you first at Pinnacle?
Yeah, high school was good, and then COVID happened, so that's why I decided to go play for a prep school. Won the grind session championship, so that was really fun. But I had a lot of fun playing at a prep school. So I played high school for 2 years, and then I got to play at prep school for my junior year. I was hurt my senior season, but yeah.
Okay, so is this prep school like an IMG? I mean, obviously, are they known for their athletics?
It's similar, but it was newer at the time. So it was the first year that when I joined the prep school. So it's a lot newer than IMG is, and it's not like a big school or anything. Like, you take online classes and stuff, so not as big as a program.
But I saw like something on there where it says this is kind of replicating the Division I athlete life.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. Yeah, as soon as I finished school, I was going straight there, and I was there all day. Same thing, go to school the next day. I was there all day long. Yeah.
So what is really the difference in now that you look back at it, your high school life, where it's supposed to replicate it to real college life? What's the difference in your mind?
I think it's just the competition level probably in high school. There's some teams that you played where it's like not really much competition. So I feel like it was more the competition that we were playing was a lot more elite than it is just playing a regular high school team.
Other sports?
No, just basketball.
Just basketball.
Basketball.
So how'd you get into basketball? Where'd you get your love for it, and when did you start playing?
My brother, he used to play, so then I was like, my mom was like, why not? So I started playing with all boys till I was probably in I would say 8th grade. I played with all boys for a really long time. And then once I started getting serious, I was like, okay, I need to play with girls now. But I grew up playing with my brother for a long time, yeah.
Oh, that's good. From high school now, kind of moving along here, Oregon, Arizona State. What was that process, Oregon? And I'm assuming you crossed paths with Mark at that point too, right?
He recruited me there, actually. So he used to come watch my high school games, watch my high school volleyball games, like when his daughters were really little. So I've known Mark forever. So we've always had a good relationship.
So that Oregon thing, moving, I guess it's not too far away. It's still that side of the country.
Yeah.
That was kind of where you had your mindset. Oregon, this is it. This is where I'm going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the transition to Arizona State. So now you're moving back home.
Went back home, yeah. And then that didn't work out. So now I'm here finishing off my year. But
well, we're glad to have you here.
Yes, grateful to be here.
Yeah,
yes.
so obviously the connection with Mark obviously is probably a lot of the reason why you're back here. He probably wanted you before that.
Exactly. Yes.
So how did that? What was that process like to where you're like, okay, this isn't really a good fit? Hey, Mark, or how did that work?
Yeah, so I always, after I left Oregon, I definitely was in touch with Mark and I was talking to him, and then I kind of just decided to go back home. I think I was more in a place of I wanted to be close to family at the time, and I thought it was a good decision for me then. But after that, going into the portal the second time, he kind of just called me and he was like, all right, like, come on now. And I was like, you know what, like, I'm coming. Like, he called me, I came here on my visit and I committed. I just knew it felt like a family environment here. I knew I wanted to be here and I knew I wanted to win, so.
Well, you're winning that for sure. But when you played against TCU, what was difficult? I know you were matching it up with Sedona and everything like that. Tough task, right? But when you played against them, what was it like playing against TCU and Mark Campbell? I mean, yeah, they're a great team. He's a great coach, so it definitely wasn't too fun playing against them. But I mean, we put up a good fight, but we knew, down the stretch, they definitely,
Pretty good.
They put Maddie Connor just went crazy on that. She was hitting threes back to back to back on us. So aside from that, so you're here now, Fort Worth. When you came here to Fort, had you ever been to Fort Worth before, Texas?
No, I've been to Dallas before, but I've never been to Fort Worth, no.
So how does that, what do you think of Fort Worth now that you've kind of been here? Obviously the basketball is awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, the campus here is gorgeous. I mean, the trees, everything. It's a lot more green here. It's kind of similar to Arizona in a sense. The weather kind of, a little bit more country here, but I like it.
Classes going all right for you?
Yes, classes. I'm in all in-person classes this year for the first time, so that's fun as a senior. But yeah.
What is it like being Kennedy Basham walking around campus? Because I mean, you're this stud athlete, right? And got great presence, all in all.
Yeah, no,
what is that?
The students are very nice. They're very welcoming, especially like the first couple weeks I was in classes. But they all talk about the games. Oh, we saw your win, so it's super cool to have our students support us.
Major, I know that basketball is your career and that's what you want to do, but major?
General studies and then a minor in sociology.
Did I see somewhere you did some modeling?
Yes, I do some modeling. It's much time as I can in my free time, but hopefully you're going to do it a little bit more after. But yeah, I've been modeling since I was pretty young too, yeah.
Oh, that must be pretty exciting too. Again, good presence, obviously. Hobbies aside from that, things you do maybe to kind of get away from basketball, even though it's your life.
Yeah, no, I mean, modeling, I love taking pictures, getting cute with my friends, going to dinner, all those things, trying different coffee shops, especially here in Fort Worth. So, yeah.
All right, so let's kind of move to basketball. Your team is on fire, right? Doing really well. Have a chance to kind of win the outright title. Congratulations on the back-to-back. I know you weren't here last year, but big part of this program. So it just in general, like, is this what you expected?
I mean, the winning aspect of it, yeah. I mean, I know this coaching staff and this team and like what they hold people to a certain accountability. So I had a feeling that it was going to be obviously a winning team, but I mean, you never know coming into it. So, yeah.
I think you averaged like 10, 11 minutes before, and now you're like 20, 24 minutes and freaking 9, 10 blocks, 200 career blocks. Congratulations for that.
You.
And then you hear Mark and players say, we wouldn't have won these two games, specifically the last two games, without Kennedy Basham. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it feels great, but I mean, I couldn't do it without my team either. So I need them. I mean, so I honestly couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, and this production too, and God, you were 1 point away from that double-double, right?
I know, it's okay.
Yeah,
we won the game anyways.
Yeah, and that's important, right?
Exactly.
But do you keep track of stuff like that? Because obviously it's important. You want to score as many points as you can, get the blocks, get the assists, things like that. But those things, are there goals that you have in practice to say, okay, these are the numbers I've got to, based on the scout, these are the numbers that I want to hit this game?
I don't think it's necessarily about the numbers. I think it's just going out there, for one, staying ready whenever he puts me in the game. And I think I don't really necessarily care about the numbers. It's more about going out there, obviously blocking shots and getting rebounds and scoring when I need to score. But I think it's more about just playing hard, getting stops when I need to get stops, and just being there for my team in any way that I can.
Yeah, and it must be positive playing or practicing against other bigs too, like
Exactly,
the two
yeah.
Claras, and like that's got to put you in a position to be at your best as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like it definitely helps. I mean, me and Silva get to go back and forth with each other in practice. We have 2 other girls that are 6'7", 6'8", so it's just like CB's tall, Marta's tall. Like, we have a very competitive, tall team, so in practice, we're competing, and then I feel like that helps it translate to a game.
Awesome. So last couple things here. You got Baylor coming up here, but before Baylor, you got game day for the first time ever here at TCU.
Yeah, that's crazy.
ESPN, 10 a.m. Sunday. Men or women, I mean, this is big. What does that mean to your program and for you to be able to have that here?
I mean, it means a lot. It's crazy. Just the support from the school and putting posters everywhere, and the support that we're going to get from our fans and the students that we've had from our fans this whole season, honestly. But it's super cool. It's great that the recognition that we're getting for it. But no, it's super exciting, and we're ready to put on a show for them.
So how do you keep the main thing, though? Because you got a game to play, and that's the most important thing. Because you don't want to share the title, do you?
No. We don't want to share. Definitely not. I think that's just always being ready, staying together as a team, and that starts in practice. So I think we know our team we're a very mature, older team. So I think we know when it's time to go, it's time to go. So I think we'll always be ready.
So when you're preparing for Baylor the second time around, obviously you went there, smacked them around. This Baylor-TCU rivalry across the sports here is crazy too. So, what is it like preparing for a team second time around?
Yeah, I think you can't really look at the first time. I mean, obviously we won that game, but you got to move on to it. Now they're a great team. So I think it's a matter of just staying to our scouts, staying to what we know, and going out there playing hard, and we'll get the dub if we do what we're supposed to do.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to it. We appreciate you joining us here. We know you got class to get to, so we're going to let you get there. But we're going to be back on the other side of this break to talk to Mark a little bit more about Baylor. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the Squire Shop.
We are locally owned and operated since 1994.
We specialize in the finest men's clothing that the market has to offer at affordable prices with unbelievable service.
We do custom clothing all the way to more casual, Peter Millar, Johnny O, kind of everything. Well, my dad's the owner, so I've been around retail my whole life. Oh, it's great. I mean, it's the best boss I'll ever have. I know that.
We love our TCU community. They have been so good to us. Come see us today. Go Frogs!
Thanks, Kennedy Basham, for joining us. That was an awesome conversation. I actually got to see eye to eye with another 6 foot, 7 foot, whatever she is. It's crazy. Awesome. But game day is coming to town Sunday, 10 o'clock. That's huge.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
I mean, Jay, you followed us. You've been in the trenches with us this whole journey. 2 years ago, we're holding open tryouts, forfeiting games, and now we got College Gameday coming to Fort Worth, Texas. It's the first time, obviously, in school history, but it's the first time Big 12 women's basketball has ever had College Gameday a part of one of our league games. And so it's the biggest platform we have in college basketball. And so just so excited for our university, athletic department, our program, to be able to share our story and what we've done here.
Yeah, it's awesome too. And then you got a game to play.
Yep.
Right? So how do you keep the main thing, the game against Baylor, number 18, number 11 versus number 18? So is there a discussion there? Because you want them to enjoy this. They earned it, right? So how do you keep the main thing the main thing?
Tell you what, we've done a phenomenal job at that since we've been here, but we've embraced all these moments since we've been here. And I think that's part of what's neat is we're really building our legacy here in our history. We're literally building it in the moment. And so I'm not lost in that. I want our kids to enjoy it. I want our kids to celebrate it. And College Game Day, that's not normal to have them come into town. So it's one of those, and they've done their job. You know, we're 26-4, but enjoy the moment, live in the moment, and then turn the page. And when it's time to get down to business, this group has done that, and they've done it every game.
So you already wrapped up the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
You're going for the outright title. But there's still a lot at stake.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 42 wins there, the outright title, like we mentioned, and in the same weekend, your daughters have a chance to win a state title. So there's a lot on the line here, I think, for you guys. So, you know, how do you, just with all that on the line, how do you keep it all together?
Hey, team, no sleep right now. Okay, we'll sleep in April. Yeah. I have, what a blessing. This week, we have 5 games in 7 days between our 3 TCU games and then my daughter's semifinal game. Hopefully, they can earn their way into the state championship. So if they get there, that'll be 5 games in 7 days, and I'm loving every minute of it. Little sleep deprived, but I don't care. You know I love coffee anyway.
That's
so
great. At
this point, I'm not drinking it. I'm just pouring it on my face, and let's just keep going. But it is. It's fun and special. It's tricky juggling being a dad and also a coach during this season when you have kids that play basketball, you know. And so I'm just thankful my schedule has magically lined up where I have got to be at every one of my daughter's playoff games this year, and also I've been able to take care of my job with TCU. So it's been fun.
Well, we do wish good luck to the Southwest Christian Eagles, if I'm getting that right.
You're on it.
So semifinals, we'll let you get down to Waco. Finals will be, I guess, Friday as well, back to back. So wish you good luck there. And obviously, we look forward to game day Sunday, 10 o'clock, ESPN. Then the game that we're all looking forward to as well. Number 11 versus number 18, Frogs versus Baylor. And you know, we wish you luck to get that outright title.
Jay, it's going to be amazing. I'll see you there on Sunday. And listen, we need Fort Worth and our students to come and turn up and just show out and show how special this place is and the fan support that we have. And let's pack the shoal on Sunday. Hey, go Frogs.
Go Frogs. Another edition of State of the Frogs with Mark Campbell, presented by Richard's Rainwater. See you Sunday. Go Frogs.